Hello and welcome all. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Libra. So, as you guys know, if you have seen my videos before, I always shuffle my cards before I start the video. Everything's ready to go. All my cards are laid out. Now, the positions that they are laid out in are very specific, and I'm going to kind of explain those as I go, but you can look below in the video description if you're interested just to know right now or at any time. All right, so I'm going to get started. Now, the first place I'm going to start is this position here. Now, this is the recent past. I call this the position at the back. Represents stuff that's still lingering around us, events from the recent past that might still be affecting us in the present. Okay, so Libras, we have the Lovers with the Heart. All right, so we got a steamy love situation. I don't see how this can go any other way. The Lovers is obviously, it's a compact. Is that the right word? It's an agreement, a compact. It is like a statement of acknowledgement of a bond or agreement, like we are now boyfriend-girlfriend, we are now going steady, we are now married. But that also extends in a more general sense towards business too. This could apply to business, and if you're like really had your heart set on a contract, this could also represent like the sealing of a contract. But with the Heart, I'm really getting a sense that this is more of like more emotional, more about a relationship. Let's pull some oracle cards here and see if there's anything else that I can find out about this for you guys. Now, keep in mind that if you guys are not the ones who this is, if this doesn't resonate with you at the moment, I could be picking up on someone around you who is in a steamy love situation, right? Somebody who's just in your energetic field. That can happen. So let's take a look here at what's going to come out about this Lovers with the oracle card of the Heart. Tell me more about this combination, please, in the recent past. Oh, kind of weird. Fell out of the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have the oracle card of the Sword, which is a lot like the Ace of Swords. It is like revealing or making yourself known through like an action. And then we also have the Moon. With the Moon is your habits. So maybe this is kind of you're in a point in a relationship where you're making it known to people that you're in a relationship. Either that or it's talking about, just clarity and acknowledgement of there being a relationship, even like being on the same page, right? Like, what are we? Here's where we stand. That's sort of an idea on like a habitual basis. Could be through your actions with the Sword, but I feel speech here. I feel a declaration. Tell me more about this Sword. Oh, hold on. Card fell. Okay. It's the Bread. Wow. So somebody needed to get this off their chest or needed to express how they felt in the recent past. Someone else in your life, in your energetic field, and that's how it went down. Okay? On the bottom, I do have the Queen. So somebody's kind of feeling like a boss bitch. That's the Queen, okay? Underneath the Queen is the ear with Venus. That is all about the attention you're getting. The ear is sort of like receptive energy. It is like people listening to you or paying attention to what you say. With Venus here is because there's an attractive energy here and someone has spoken up about it and declared it. Let's move on to the present now. So a couple different positions I can look at here in the present. I think the position that I want to look at is this one. This I call the position of the Hand. It is it talks about your actions. It's what you're doing right now. In like the more like obvious way, like how you're reacting, or maybe a situation that's like right up in your face. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, and that is coupled with the oracle card of the Rabbit. So the Rabbit is in this deck, it means multitudes. Kind of like they breed like rabbits, right? So like lots. And with the 10 of Pentacles, we're talking about money, like large sums of money, almost like an inheritance or like a property, like a legacy of money or a legacy of value, like could literally be property. Doesn't have to be. 10 of Pentacles also does it can refer to like having your career down, but in this case with the Rabbit, I'm just sensing there's a lot of money that's on the table. There's a lot of money on the table. Money, property, stuff, valuables. It's like a whole legacy. See what else I can get. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles with the Rabbit. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles with the Rabbit. Tell me about the Ten of... Oh, wow, the Cup. So this could have something to do with the relationship that we've been talking about, right? Perhaps this marriage even comes with property that is like in some way transferred, or is now like in your energetic field or in this person's energetic field, and it's like a lot. It's a lot of money. Okay. On the bottom we have the Sword. So yeah, it is like something that's just come up into view. That's the Sword. Underneath that we have the Hand. So it's like it's come to you. Someone's come to you. It's like, yeah, this is yours, or here you go. Take a look at this, is essentially what this is saying. Take a look at this. You have to take a look at this paperwork almost. Like, this is either yours or it's in some way involved with you, and you got to take a look at this paperwork. It looks like a good thing. I feel like you're getting this because of the Cup, or at least it's beneficial to you. You're getting the benefit. Even if this isn't like technically yours, you're getting the benefit of the Ten of Pentacles. Perhaps just by being with this person, right? They come with the Ten of Pentacles. That's how I'm seeing this. Let's keep going. So the next position here is going to be the position of the Heart. That's what I want to take a look at because, well, we have the Heart right here. So let's take a look at the Heart position and see how you guys are feeling about this situation. Okay, so you guys are actually feeling a little bit like this isn't really what you signed up for. Maybe you didn't want to have to deal with inheriting a large sum of money. I don't know, maybe it's just more trouble than it's worth. But in some way you're feeling like, wow, this is not what I signed up for. This is almost like too much. Let's see what else we get. This is too much and it's not what I signed up for. Maybe you're sharing too much of your money with this person, or maybe it's just too much money and it's too much trouble and it's too much responsibility. Something about this is too much and you didn't sign up. You feel like you didn't sign up for it. Tell me about this Five of Swords with Jupiter. Wow, the 8. So somebody is like kind of worried about losing something, right? Or it's just like, I'm feeling like maybe it's like sharing your wealth, sharing your property. You didn't sign up for sharing so much. And I say sharing because number 2 is on the bottom. So number 2 speaks of one-on-one relationships. 2. Underneath that we have the Ship. Yeah, it's like, I just don't think you wanted to extend as much as has been extended, or vice versa. Someone didn't sign up to get all these things or to have to share all these things. Let's see what's on top here to see if I can get anything else. We have honey. We have honey. We have the Cup, and then we have the City. Wow. So this is totally a happy occasion that you still want. So this same person who feels like they didn't sign up for this, I think this is you, but it could be the other person. There's 2 people involved here, Libra. This same person who feels like they didn't sign up for this is too much giving or too much receiving or too much sharing. They still, underneath all that, are cool because they're super attracted to the other person. They're invested. They're literally invested. That's what these 3 cards say. The City, the Cup with honey. They're invested because they like them, they're attracted to them, etc. All right, so I think I can move on to this last position here in the present, and then I'm going to unveil what is coming up next in your future. So, in the present here, the last position, that's this pile here, it represents your thoughts. I call it the position of the head. So we have here the Queen of Wands and the Brain, which is interesting for that to flip over right in the position of the head. So this is kind of almost emphasizing extra thinking at the moment, being in your head or having to make plans perhaps. But with the Queen of Wands, it's more about having to manage. That's what the Queen of Wands does. And then having to think about all the things that we have to manage. For example, let's say you inherited a shitload of property and you got to deal with the paperwork and all these deeds or whatever. I don't know properties. I don't know how that works. I assume there's deeds. And lots of paperwork, I'm sure. So yeah, it's something to that effect, and it's just like, now you're just thinking about it. All these things that you have to manage. Let me pull a quick card on that and see if there's anything else I can gather. Anything else about this Queen of Wands with the Oracle card of the brain or the mind? Anything else about this Queen of Wands with the mind? Taurus. So Taurus is resources. That's one thing that Taurus is, and I think that's one of the things that is on your mind. Management of resources, perhaps these new resources or these joint resources, right? These resources that have to do with the Lover's card in the recent past, whatever pact was made. And again, if this doesn't resonate on like a romantic level, this can be a business pact or some sort of literal contract. A Lover's card can represent like a contract on paper in the same way that a marriage is a contract on paper, right? It can be like that. So take it as it resonates. You'll know how it applies to your life, right? All right, so let's keep on going and take a look at the next position here, which is in fact your future. This is short-term future, so we're not looking at like a year from now. We're not looking 10 years from now. This is more like a month, but it is wobbly. We'll say a month plus or minus a few weeks. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the King of Cups, and this definitely is going to reference the reading that we're talking about. At least I believe it will. We have the King of Cups here with the door. So there is a sense of foreboding. There's a sense of foreboding about either the moment that something happens. So the door suggests that there's a moment or a place where something's gonna happen. And with the King of Cups, we're kind of brooding over that. We're kind of mulling over it. Let me see what else we get here. Tell me about the King of Cups here with the door. Tell me about the King of Cups with the door. Maybe it's cold feet. Maybe this was like someone was like a preliminary situation, and then this is gonna expand into something more, and we're getting cold feet about it, or at least we're brooding over it on some level. All right, so we have a bunch of cards. I think I will read them. It's a lot, so I think I'm going to start with the Queen because we just had the Queen, so I just talked about her. So we know what the Queen is here. This is that boss bitch attitude, feeling like you can handle things, feeling like you have control. That's the Queen, but it's coupled with Scorpio, which means maybe we don't feel like we have control. Maybe we're feeling like we're giving up control as part of this relationship. Relationships sometimes, or a lot of times, do come with giving up some control. I feel like that has to be true. I feel like that has to be true. Anyway, so let's see. We have the bread, the arrow on target. We have the hourglass, and then we have Neptune. Am I going to have enough money? And are we going to have enough resources by this date? Or, see, I feel like there's definitely a weird timing question. It's like, once this happens, after this, are we going to be able to make it sustainable, right? Because you've lost some control. Someone's lost some control of the situation, so they're just not sure if the resources thing, they're going to be able to manage it. Is the resources going to be manageable after the situation happens? All right, that's what I'm getting from all these cards. I think I went over most of them. But yeah. All right. So that's going to be it for your current situation and how it's going to unfold. Now let's see if we can pull advice on how we can manipulate the future so that it unfolds to your best, to your advantage. Because we can change the future a little bit. So let's see how we can do that. I feel like the advice already is perhaps brooding so much is not the, maybe just an acknowledgement of the brooding. Tell me more, tell me advice, please, for my Libra signs. Can I get advice for my Libra signs, please? Can I get advice, please, for my Libras? Okay, we have the Four of Swords sideways. It came out just sideways. We're going to leave it sideways. I'm feeling a jittery quality to this. Like, again, it's like the anticipation of the moment. The anticipation of the moment, right? When it's going to happen. Trying to kind of stay cool because there's nothing you can do, not trying to get riled up about the event because the event isn't here yet. That's the feeling I'm getting from this Four of Swords sideways. I feel like I almost wanted to be reversed, which really is like restlessness. So tell me about tell me about this advice. Anything about this advice, please, for my Libra signs? Any advice, please, for my Libras? The 4. I can't make this stuff up. This is kind of chill out. Totally chill. Take a chill pill. Losing control doesn't seem to be that bad. This is like feels very much like relax. That's what I'm getting from this 4 is chill out, relax. Maybe you got too much of that management and control going through your brain, that angle. The advice here is to relax on that. On the bottom, we have Pluto, which is about power. So I think that there is learning about power, maybe where you normally have power and where you have to share some of that power, right? So on the bottom, Pluto just talks about that, about power in general, power dynamics. Relax. Let's see, just 3 more cards here, and then we'll wrap this up. We have here the card of Sagittarius, this is the zodiac sign Sagittarius. We have the key, and then we have the Wizard's Tower. So the Wizard's Tower is all about higher wisdom and seeing things clearly from a lofty view. So take a chill pill. And the reason is because you haven't lost control. You have not lost control. It's just a matter of planning. Because Sagittarius is planning, and the key again talks about control. When you have the key, you have control. Who can get in and out of the door, right? You have not lost this control. It's just a matter of perception. It really is a matter of how you see the future and how you see power, how you see that dynamic and how you use that in terms of planning for your future. Okay, guys, I hope you guys got something out of that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Libras, I really appreciate y'all. If this reading resonated, please press the like button. Give me a like. That would really help me out. This helps the algorithm a lot, so it helps the video circulate. I appreciate it a lot. And with that, I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Take care.